Hi everyone! In today's video, I'm going to answer the question of how much insulation do I really need in my attic? But before we get started, if we haven't met before, I am Janine Miller. I am the Vice President and co-owner of Miller's, your home comfort solution. We offer comfort solutions to existing homes by adding insulation, air sealing, spray-on radiant barrier, and replacement windows and doors. We also specialize in all applications of insulation for new home construction and large and small commercial projects. So do me a favor, if you can hit that like button, shoot me a heart because I do love a good heart, and let me know and see me okay. That would be awesome. Also in the comments, if you can let me know where you're tuning in from. I like to see where you all are, if you're here in Albuquerque with me or elsewhere. And then also anytime, ask any questions that I can answer for you. Or even better, if you would like to put in the comments what topics you would like for me to cover in future videos. So, all right, again, I'm going to address and answer the question of how much insulation do I really need in my attic? So let's dive right on in. So with that, the Department of Energy, they have helped us out, and what they've done is they have stratified the country. We have building codes that are in place that they have come up with, and so that is kind of our minimum. That's how we measure things, is by the Department of Energy's map. And what they've done is they've broken things into climate zones. And what I mean by that, let me show you. The Department of Energy created a bunch of different climate zones, so it depends on where you are in the country. So they've done climate zones 1 through climate zones 8. So climate zone 7 and 8 is up in Alaska. Climate zone 1 is down in Florida. And this is the map. And so let's see, I have a hard time figuring this out here. There we go with the camera. So here is 1, and then of course it goes to 8. Now we are in New Mexico, so goodness, let me do it this way. So New Mexico is right here. And so you can see we have 3 different climate zones. We have 3 different colors. We have orange, yellow, and green. So that's climate zone 3, climate zone 4, and climate zone 5. So that is what the Department of Energy has done and created throughout the country. So every state and county will sometimes have their own building codes, and they all use these climate zones because they give us the bare minimum for building. So if a home was built today in climate zone 3, which is down, we'll take New Mexico. So climate zone 3 is down like in Las Cruces, and so their code for an attic is an R30 or greater. Here in Albuquerque, we're climate zone 4, and that building code is R38 or greater. It's like the bare minimum, 38. Also, climate zone 5 here in New Mexico, and climate zone 5 everywhere, is R38 as well. And that is, R38 is the minimum or higher. So you've got to kind of go back. So for building, we have the minimum, right? So we'll take Albuquerque as our example. So R38 is the bare minimum. Our older homes, you got to imagine, they didn't have building codes. So I think it was pre-70, so 1972, they created a, what do they call it? A single building code for the country. So that was in 1972. Prior to 72, there were very few cities and states that had a building code. So they had no insulation. So guys, if you just jumped on, I'm answering the question, how much insulation do I need in my attic? If you have an older home, especially pre-72, you will likely have no insulation. We've seen it all. So you'll have 0 insulation. You may have dirt as insulation. You may have paper, like torn up shredded paper is insulation. You may have a really super thin rock wool bat is insulation. These are all the predecessors of what insulation has become today. So I'll give you, this is This is a tube that we use to demonstrate levels of insulation. So pre-72 homes, we see majority of times anywhere from 0 to 3 inches of insulation. And that is, here's an R13. That's an R13. Code, again, if you take Las Cruces down in the south for New Mexico, it's an R30. So you can see that's about 10 inches of this type of blown-in insulation. Here in Albuquerque and Santa Fe, R38 is the minimum. So you can see how many inches deficient. That's about 12.75 inches. Look how deficient they are just to get to minimum code. But the Department of Energy has taken it a little further, and they said, hey, to get optimal levels of energy efficiency, we really recommend in your climate zone 4 and 5, the minimum is R38, but we really recommend an R49. Here we go, an R49 to an R60 to get the most benefits of energy efficiency. So you can see 60 is about 19.5 inches. So from 0 to 3, that's substantial. So that kind of gives you an idea. Bare bones minimum code to reach code today is R38. Unless you're down in Las Cruces, that's an R30. But R38. To exceed that, the Department of Energy says, hey, but to get the best energy efficiency for your existing home, you need to add in at least an R49 or an R60. So that, in a nutshell, answers the question, how much insulation do I really need? So if you have any questions later, shoot me a little comment down below, let me know, and I'd be happy to answer those questions for you. And until next time, I'm here to help you make your home more comfortable by offering you tips and tricks of what you need to make your home much more comfortable. Until next time, oh, you can also visit our website at millersnm.com. We have tons of information about all of this that you can ever ask. Like and follow our Facebook page, and then turn on your notifications if you want to see these live videos. I'm trying to do these a little bit more often so that I can really kind of answer those questions for you live of anything that you have to make your existing home more energy efficient, or if you have any questions on what type of insulation that you may have, any questions for if you're building your own home, let me know. I can answer those for you as well. I'm just here to help trying to make your home or your future home more comfortable. Until next time.